Nakka Paramanashishwari, founder of Green Grid Blocks, an incubated startup. Today we have Director, School of Civil Engineering. At a time when India is rapidly going through large landscapes, through metros, through railways, through sustainable projects and skyscaping buildings, civil engineers are being much more relevant than ever before. And yet, some students still question its capabilities, growth and career opportunities. To answer these questions on how the field is evolving and how the institutions are making students prepared for this changing landscape, it is my pleasure inviting Dr. Bhavana ma'am, Director, School of Civil Engineering at REVA University. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
So we all know that many people are perplexed to choose civil engineering in today's generation. And if they choose it, what are the careers that they're going to make out of it? And civil engineering is a slow growth field, or is that perception outdated?
Well, the perception is outdated. As you can see, the landscape is enhancing significantly, and civil engineering is one of the key sectors in shaping India's future. Through also government being kind support and developing the infrastructure through highways, railways, the metro stations, airports, smart urbanization and rapid urbanization, we can see that civil engineering is no more outdated and coming up in a leading domain field. So moving towards, I can say that this is not a phase which is coming up now, but it is a nation building which government has taken up, and it will certainly bring up good facilities, good opportunities for the aspirants of civil engineers. As you said, civil engineering domain is outdated. Certainly not, and in fact I can rather say it is a fast growing, fast evolving field wherein the aspirants can look forward and have a great career and a long-term career in this domain.
With this, we can say that civil engineering students are not just pioneering towards opportunities, but also towards India's economy. And what are the careers that a civil engineering actually lead to?
Okay, civil engineering is not a single path journey. We have multiple track roads there, parallelly going into various domains. We have domain sector in water resource, we have in environment fields, right from the waste management to among all five aspects or five terms of stages what we are having, like water, fire, earth, soil. It may be anything wherein civil engineering will be on the major aspects. So initially at REVA University, from career perspective, if we look at, so students will be taking up as a site engineer or as a planning engineer during their pre-final year as an intern, and they will be further projecting as quantity surveyors, and once they are graduated, they will be looking for upgradation in the roles, maybe as a project manager and going on into leadership roles, and further moving to maybe the structural and consultant designs, or also we have parallel government sectors wherein we have multiple government agencies who will be enrolling civil engineering domain students or graduates through competitive exams. We can also look in for entrepreneurship in the field of constructions or any other sectors for that matter into civil engineering. So this is how I can say that it is not a linear journey, but it is leading from learning to evolving and from planning to execution. So we have multiple tasks and multiple careers into civil engineering.
This clearly proves that civil engineers are not just confined to land, but they rule all the five elements, which I really like.
I would like to address this question in the laboratory, so I can also show you the facilities that are available, which will automatically feel that the presence of what students are taking up, and accordingly. So we can, I feel that is a more better location wherein we can understand things better.
How does the industry exposure through Divyashree strengthen the civil engineering students at REVA University?
Well, Divyashree Developers, the association with Divyashree, has really works as for like creating academia industry ecosystem. Within this ecosystem, we train students, or students get exposure to real life problems, real life challenges, wherein they are exposed to a complete project cycle where from the planning and the design till the execution and the delivery, they will be complete part of it. So they understand how to take on-site decisions, they understand how to tackle with the sudden challenges that are coming on sites, to manage the cost optimization, to handle material sources. All that is being strengthened with the help of the Divishri developers, because as it is associated with REVA University, students are enrolling and getting trained right from the first year of our curriculum. So hence, moving further, a key advantage I can mention is we have the mentorship from Divishri developers in person to individual students, so that they can get trained, and that will help them to understand what is the industry requirement, which will help further to build up our curriculum also and train the students in a better manner. So this is how Divishri is helping us to strengthen our students with the industry demand, and also India moving towards the great infrastructure, industry exposure badly required, which is being supported by Divishri developers.
With this, we can say that REVA University has a boon for civil engineering by adding on Divishri, because it directly connects them through the industry.
Yes.
Ma'am, and how is the gap between the academics and industry is being filled at REVA University?
Well, good question, but I would like to address this question. I will take you through our labs, I will dive you there, and then I will address this question for you to understand it in a much better manner.
Yeah.
I'll be addressing this by we are focusing on experiential learning. The current curriculum, what is designed, is as per the industry needs, and the students are exposed to real world application problems. So in this, we have a framework in our curriculum. We have case-based studies from real-world as project scenarios. We have internships. We have experience share learning through studies that are related to the outside environment challenges. We not only focus on industry certification courses, but also are training them by giving some seminars, assignments, and self-learning for the students, wherein we have some certification courses. They will be applying all the knowledge and the requirement of the industry to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. So you can also see the facilities that are available at our lab here, which will build up into a great civil engineer to meet the demand of the industry. And that is how we focus on bridging up the gap between the academia and the industry.
With this, we can say that the gap between academics and industry is not fulfilled just by laboratories, but also certified courses, skill development classes, and software development courses that are specially designed for civil engineering students like them. What kind of real-world exposure they receive, and do they work on any real-world engineering problems during their studies?
Certainly, civil engineering is incomplete without getting advanced laboratory facilities, practical exposure, and on-ground exposure. So, for instance, if we are doing learning concrete grades or different types of concrete mixes and grades, theoretically, the student will not have much idea on what it is actually. So, if we are really doing it on ground or practically in laboratories by mixing, testing, and then executing as per the site conditions, so they will really understand what in reality is required in the applications of constructions, or maybe bridges or dams, whatever may be the field of construction. So accordingly, they are exposed for variety of options, such as maybe it is in the waste management technology, or maybe it is in the construction domains, and they also understand how we have to analyze the time gap, how cost and time schedules have to be maintained, and on-site decision making is of prime importance. So this is how they are exposed to real world applications, they are exposed to real world studies, which will help align themselves and have a ability of greater thinking into civil engineering domain.
This shows how involved they are into the civil engineering field at the very early stage. How is the civil engineering going to evolve in the era of AI and digital construction?
Yeah, civil engineering is transforming from the traditional execution field to digital models and digital orientation fields. With AI and BIM coming up into picture, it has helped us to develop planning more accurately. AI projects how planning to be done in accuracy, and how BIM helps in the coordination and helps in the real-time project visualization. So BIM and AI together have put in more better and efficient construction practices. So at REVA also, we have integrated BIM and AI technologies into our curriculum, so that students will be trained in the towards this new advanced technologies through their learning, so that they can be incorporated in the current industry, and they should not fall behind, or they should not feel that the technologies are only related to some of the streams wherein it is not in for civil engineering. So AI, BIM technologies and data driven planning tools are coming up into picture, which will help students to enhance, along with the traditional execution, how to manage with the technology along with human judgment, because human judgment is very much required, because engineers play a core role there.
And this clearly shows how REVA University prioritizes AI, and that is why civil engineering students at REVA University stand out from the rest. Ma'am, and another crucial question, how important is sustainability in the field of civil engineering?
Yeah, very great question. Indeed, sustainability is no longer an option. It is a core requirement in today's world. So sustainability is very important, as we see, and it is embedded. We can see that the global scenarios all over, we have LEED certifications, which throughout the world's infrastructure, they will be participating into that and getting up the global certifications. Even India is moving towards this fast growth of sustainability, and through that, even our REVA University students are being trained into incorporating into the curriculum the sustainability aspects by teaching them technologies such as green building concepts, or sustainability materials, or it may be waste management technologies. And also we have opportunities for them to do project works using these concepts, how research can be enhanced, how sustainable models they can make as a prototype. So it will help students to enhance, and this is driven as a core design philosophy into our curriculum. So we are paying utmost importance towards sustainability.
This states that civil engineering students are pioneering through environment and economy balanced. And are the students trained through modern construction technologies?
Yes, the future is digital, it is automated and sustainable, and hence students are trained to modern construction technologies. Our Center of Excellence provides us a unique opportunity and hands-on exposure through technologies such as 3D printing concrete, BIM, AI, automation, which helps transform how we build and lead to a more safe and efficient construction. So certainly, students are trained to modern technologies. This transformation, which employers seek among all leading aspirants for jobs, placements and internships, this will help them to come up into greater demands. And once they are blessed with these technologies, or they are gaining exposure to these technologies, the employers also will have an upper hand on such students to recruit them because with traditional execution, with advanced technologies, certainly students will gain much exposure and knowledge and greater advantage.
Ma'am, and finally, what makes REVA the best choice for civil engineering students?
REVA University School of Civil Engineering has an added advantage, and it has the academic rigor. It is a unique blend of academic rigor, industry interaction, the hands-on experience, practical exposure through in-house developers and consultancy projects, which build students with the added advantage to take REVA University as a choice for civil engineering. As industries, employers usually look in for students who are easily adaptable to any conditions, site conditions, who have exposure, who get knowledge applied in the first go itself. So such employers will be looking for students, and REVA University trains students in such fast technologies, growing needs, and as per the industry requirement. So here we not only see that civil engineering students just graduate and get industry ready, but they will be a confident professionals from the day one itself.
I hope with this, all your perplexes have been concluded by the answers that Dr. Bhavana B., the Director, School of Civil Engineering, has given. Ma'am, now let's have a quick rapid-fire session. Civil engineering in one word today.
Pioneering.
What separates a good civil engineer from a great one?
Combining technology with engineering judgment.
Biggest misconception students have before joining civil engineering.
The misconception is that they have lower opportunities, lesser opportunities, but in reality, infrastructure is growing fast.
One thing students underestimate in civil engineering.
Decision making in uncertainties.
If AI is handling planning and design support, what is the engineer's core role?
Turning the AI technologies and adding up human interventions in real life, the plans to be executed in reality.
One habit that can make a civil engineering students stand out early.
To be curious about how infrastructure is building up in and around.
What defines success in civil engineering today?
Not just completing a project, but delivering it with greater efficiency, safety, and accuracy and adaptability.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was very great interacting with you. So that was our conversation with the Director, School of Civil Engineering, Dr. Bhavana B. Hope it gave you a clear picture on way and what makes REVA stand out from the rest. From future-focused learning to industry exposure and innovation-driven education, School of Civil Engineering at REVA University continues to shape the engineers ready for tomorrow.